Yep.
Hey guys, today we're working on this 2016 Subaru Forester, and you guys have been emailing a lot about this plastic making that noise. I'm sure you're familiar with it. I'm gonna show you guys how to fix it. I don't know why Subaru designed this way, but it is what it is. First we gotta take all this stuff off to get to that. So let me show you how to do that first. You're gonna have to remove this guy first. If you take your hands right here and just, let's see if you can pull on it without breaking it. There he goes. These little guys right here, hold them into here. So if you put your hands right here and just peel them backwards, these guys will come out. And then this guy, same deal. Just yank on them, they'll come out. Same for this side. Okay, now we have these Phillip clips right here. Let me pull one out and show you. Both sides have them. Oh, there it is. It's like this. So if you take your screwdriver and just slowly turn it, it'll come out. If you push on it and turn it, it won't come out. It's plastic. There's one on each side. There's another one right here. And pull this one out too. Don't lose these guys. These are specific to that. There's one little hanger right here. There's a screw in here. Little hanger right here. It's one of these guys. Pull that out, and there's one more. It's over here on this side. Right here. Take a flathead, open this door. There's one more screw in there. Right here. The rest of this thing is held on by clips. I usually just grab here at the end, like here, and just pull. The thing will come out. Yeah. See, it's held on by these guys. These little clips. Okay, now, that was the easy part. Put everything in the car so you don't lose nothing. Okay, now, I don't know if you can see, maybe there's a bunch of number 8s that run along this way. There's one here, one here, one here. There's one in here, there's one in here, and there's one in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 number 8s. So we gotta take all those 8s out. Let me grab my 8. Okay, so there's these number 8s right here. Let me pull one out. Let me show you. Here's number 8. Don't lose these guys. These, if you drop these, you're gonna be hard to get. There's 2. There's one here. There's 3. There's 4. There's one in here. Yeah. 5 and 6. Okay, that was easy. I would say unplug this guy here. If you unplug this is the button that goes click, 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 click. So if you unplug this and you close this, you're gonna have to come inside here from the back side and see this little white lever. This is going to be your manual release from the inside if you close this thing. So, okay, I think you got everything out of the way. Don't need to unplug the camera, it'll be fine. Everything else should come out let's see. Or what you can do to not like shoot yourself is to lock yourself out is manually lock that guy with the flathead or something like that. So you can't, because you can't lock it on yourself because we unplugged this button here, so it's not gonna be working no more. So when you close it like this, it's not gonna wanna close. So you get a panel popper of some sort. You gotta get in here, you get behind it. They use some brittle plastic. If you can get close enough to them to pop them, they won't break. Like that one didn't break either. All right. Try to stay off the paint so you don't ruin the paint. And yanking on like this, it's not gonna work. You'll break something. But we can don't put on this too much, you'll break it. But if you can get in here and see where the panels are. There's one like right here, it's easy to get to. And there's one up here. There we go. Look at that. Haha. Look at that. Oh crap. Shit. Man, that really sucks. Pull these bolts out of this thing. I'm gonna repair this. What the problem is with this part is Subaru. Let me pull these apart so I can show you guys what that noise is. The noise, that loud squeak, 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 squeak noise is. Remove this guy. That squeaky noise you're hearing, it's this piece right here, this back panel. And you see these guys right here? These guys are supposed to be glued. This whole entire thing, this button setup, that's set up on these 4 plastic looking, these guys, they're right here. They're supposed to be right here, and this one's supposed to be right here. What happens is, these break, so when you push on this, it's just this thing rubs on here. That's what that noise is from. Usually when I take these apart, 2, 3 of these are broken. This is the first time I've had the actual panel break. What I like to do is put this in here and then kind of just melt these edges to each other. Now don't do too much, you'll go through it. And then you're gonna hate yourself because now you ruined the panel completely. Let's see if I can do it this way. There we go. And I'm gonna reinforce it afterwards, so. You can use any type of adhesive, glue, something, you know. I'm using some black seam sealer from 3M and a little acid brush. What I want to do, since I broke this, I want to put a little bead of this stuff on it. It's flexible stuff, it's really good stuff. At the same time, kind of want to load up inside here. Right in here, I'm gonna load up as much as I can. I'm gonna fill it up so it's a little more sturdy. When it dries up, it becomes like a big rubber band looking. Let me see. Then take some of my brush. I want to brush this outside area where we glued it. See, like this. We're gonna make it one big solid block of like a rubberized. Let me steal some from here. See what we're doing? We're pretty much building up the base, and I'm sure there's many ways of fixing this thing, but this is what I found to be longevity wise. Let's go ahead and brush this guy. Make sure you get all the silicone in the grooves. Looks like a mess, but it works. I'll put some in here too. So down the road, this guy's not gonna wanna go bunkers on us either. This stuff will dry within a couple hours and become like a rubberized ball or compound glue. You should let this thing dry. Let's say you let it dry, it'll be a lot easier. But you put these guys back in. Now this part I would recommend doing with the hand screwdriver, because I'm gonna do it with power. This one was not broken, but you understand, if you over tighten this, it's gonna want to snap. The side two were not snapped, so I'm gonna put those guys in first. Just so I gotta, but I don't recommend doing it with the power tool unless you're really good with it, and you can just slowly. I'm gonna go over with the hand screwdriver. Now these two in the middle that I repaired, those are going to be the ones that you should be worried about the most. If you let it dry, it'd be a lot easier. You won't worry about it too much, but since I just did it all and I'm in a hurry. Yep, I'm afraid of snapping. If you snap it, you basically just did all that work for nothing. So okay, I'm gonna tighten these guys. Oh, you hear that snap? Don't want that to happen. Okay, that's tight. And then what I like to do is, if I can get this guy to stand this way for a bit, I'm gonna go ahead and load up some more right here in these corners, just because I'm sure you're not gonna want to take this back out again. And
except for you.
I mean, if you're gonna take it up after this, you might as well replace it. But if you just want to save yourself the headache, just you know, it requires a nice base, and these guys won't break on you ever again. See what I'm doing? Follow the same steps as rebuilding those with those, and make sure you put in the silicone back there to hold these guys, give it a nice good foundation. Put these guys back in, if it likes me or not. There it goes. Okay, let's go back on. You're back here. Make sure that you plug this guy in, and make sure that this thing gets a good seal. If this doesn't get a good seal, you're gonna get water inside the trunk. Okay. Now let's see if we can get this guy. This hose down there. If you got a buddy, have him help you. Okay. Should be very simple for everything to just want to pop in. All your clips are there. Okay. Make sure you plug this back in so this thing works. I'm gonna go ahead and push it lightly to unlock it, but you can already feel the sturdiness of my repair. It just feels solid. Too bad this thing broke. It would have been what I call a perfect job if I didn't crack this. Grab your number 8s and put these guys back in. And even with these 8s, be careful, because when you put these 8s in, you're going into plastic. Those little legs, those will break too. So you can't just ream them in really fast and torque them down. I suggest doing them by hand, or getting one of those DeWalt little drills that got, you know, settings to where you don't over tighten these screws. I'm starting with the big one, which is going to be the funnest one to put on. Make sure when you guys pull the panel off that none of these guys got stuck on the panel. If they did, pull them out, put them in here. And you got some going this way and some going that way. So what I like to do is get these guys clipped in first and then pop these guys in. So the key is to find out where these guys are roughly right around there. See, you pop that in, and then these guys kind of just, if you don't force them, they just go back in their own spot. If you start pounding like this, don't do it. It's not gonna break them. You can give it a little bit of a tap. Hold it right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the screws back in. One screw in here. Okay, one screw up in here. These guys are going to be these guys up here. They go up in here. These are going to be hard to put in because these are all expanded. You got to get all these in the same hole. So try to, you know, make them as small as possible. You know, there he goes. I got that one in. Let me go ahead and screw that back in. Aha, successful. So you screw this guy out some more. That's all it goes. Aha. Aha, there you go. I got him, finally. And now we're gonna put this guy on these two clips right here. These are the things that they go right into here. Very easy. Let me go take care of these guys. Corey. There's a little tab up here. That little tab, it has a really hard time clipping in over there. Sometimes push the glass out a little bit. So there you go. Pop in. Try to catch that lip first. It'll be easier on this side because sometimes you put this in. This thing doesn't want to pop in. So try to catch that lip first and then come around this side. It'll be easier. Aha. There you go. Boom. And then last but not least is this guy. Not too many tools, an 8, a number 10, Phillips, and these guys. On to the next project. All right.